My name is Mona Schwartz. I live in Century Village. I'm 86 years old and very proud of it. I have 2 children. Originally I had 4, but I only have 2 now, and I have 2 great grandchildren, both boys. First, I get up in the morning, I must have my cup of coffee. Do a couple of things in the house, take a shower, I get dressed, and I'm out for the day. I'm either going to the pool. There's a great group of women there. Every day at the pool, it's like a little party. We just have fun. If I'm not at the pool, then I'm going shopping, which is the joy of my life. I'm always finding places to go. I love to take the bus, and I just go riding on the bus, and wherever it stops, I go, I get off, I could do my shopping, I get back on the bus, and I come back home again. I said, I could spend the whole day doing that. When I first noticed my big toe was swollen, okay, I was really in a lot of pain. So I went to an orthopedic doctor, and he took a look at it, and he really couldn't figure out what it was. So he sent me for x-rays. Then I went for an MRI. Then you name it, and I took it. So then he referred me. I went to him, and he looked at my foot, and he said to me, there's not much I could do for your foot. I had other patients that has a foot like yours, and there's really nothing that could be done about it. I wound up amputating their leg. He said, and that's what's going to happen to you. And I came home, and I really was in tears. So what I did was, my oldest son had a friend, and he called me back, and he said, I want you to call Dr. Powell.
Mrs. Schwartz has a very interesting story. She was originally treated in a county north of here, where they made an attempt at improving the blood flow to her left leg. Unfortunately, that procedure was unsuccessful, and then they offered Mrs. Schwartz basically the only thing they could think of, which was an amputation. Thankfully, Mrs. Schwartz thought enough to give us a call here and see if we could do something else for her.
My daughter was a double amputee. If I had to go through the ordeal that my daughter, I don't think I would be able to. This is the truth. I don't think I would really want to live. It brings tears to my eyes now. I said, I don't think I would be able to handle it.
Mrs. Schwartz had a condition called critical limb ischemia. She was suffering from 2 things. She had a wound on her foot, and that was due to poor blood flow. Importantly, she also had really intractable pain that is worse at night, and that's a hallmark of critical limb ischemia.
I went to Dr. Powell, and he just looked at my foot, and he saw I really couldn't walk on it, really. And he said to me, you will not lose your foot. I guarantee you, you will not lose your foot. I immediately had great hopes. I had a lot of faith in Dr. Powell. I just trusted him.
The treatment for Mrs. Schwartz was an angiogram. With an angiogram, we enter the skin with a needle, we go into the artery, and then we map out the arteries that supply the blood supply to the foot. Mrs. Schwartz was at an extremely high risk for an amputation. This was quite a complex case. What we were able to do is open up this blood vessel so that it supplied blood flow down to the foot. Through a number of advanced techniques, we were able to open up this blood vessel so it supplied blood flow down to the ankle, and ultimately, we were able to restore the blood flow into the foot. The case of Mrs. Schwartz really illustrates why someone should come see us at the Miami Cardiac Vascular Institute. We have the tools and the advanced techniques to resupply blood flow to the legs where others may not be able to.
The difference between the 2 doctors, Dr. Powell is aggressive and knows what to do. Not only thinks about amputating, but saving a person's life.
To this day, she continues to do well. She just recently went up to New York, continues to walk on her leg, and it's a fantastic outcome.
I am feeling absolutely fine. I have no pain. I could walk. I feel very healthy. I'm ready to go.